Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel to see my reflection in the background. So this week's video is a little bit different. This is a bit of an update on the scape tank, and what I've done, I've compiled all of the building the shrimp room videos together to give you guys a video specifically for those who are new to the channel, pretty much just sort of going over the shrimp room build. I have trimmed this tank that we did on a scape video. I do have some BBA in the carpeting plant, but we'll get that sort of treated and dialed in properly. So there may be some bloopers. The video, you'll probably see the progression of me filming throughout there and stuff that I could and couldn't do and did and didn't do, and some of them are smaller, some of them are sort of portrait, some of them are landscape, but sit back and enjoy. It's a longish video, but it just goes through the whole sort of process of turning my garage into a shrimp room, and I hope you enjoy it. So sit back and enjoy. Hi everyone, just start video I suppose, and give you an idea of what the new shrimp room started off like. So this used to be the garage. We've started painting floors. The walls will get insulated. I just wanted you guys to see what it sort of started out at. It's difficult at the moment because we've still got loads of stuff in here, and sort of as a consequence what we're trying to do is sort of do bits at a time. Nowhere to really store the stuff. We will eventually sort of get it there. We have got stock about, so I've sort of built a bit of a racking system. Currently just got plants in here, storing plants and stuff. Still got quite a bit of rubbish in here, but we're sort of doing sections. As I do a section, we'll sort of finish it, insulate it, plasterboard it, paint it, and move into that section, and then move on to the next quarter, and so on and so forth. Difficult part for me really is obviously there's not much space to work, and we've got sort of just loads and loads of stuff that we have to keep moving every time we sort of do a section. Hopefully once we've got the first section done, and if I've planned it correctly, that will change. So just the first part of this series, I'll sort of update you as we go. I'll do bits and pieces, we'll get it painted, I'll do a short video, and then we'll sort of stitch all those together at the end. And then just before we're finally finished, we're hoping to get the new shrimp racks in, and I'll go through setting those racks up and cycling. That back corner there eventually will be like a kitchen unit with a worktop. It will be a packing station at the end of the session. Once we've finished it, it'll be somewhere where we can sort of store all our packing materials to get stuff shipped out. But the plan is to have a show tank up there, only a 20 gallon, so up in that corner, and we'll do a video scaping that as well, hopefully. So thanks for watching, speak to you later, bye bye. So quick update for everybody. We put this stud wall in last weekend, and the door, hopefully get that plasterboard and insulated soon. Just say this is just a quick update, excuse the mess. So we've started our insulation process. We're using 50mm Kingspan on the external walls. I'm backcladding that with a bit of plastic. Still loads to do in here, but you know, slow progress. And today we've managed to get this bit done. So just around the window, 50mm battens with insulation in those as well. I'm hopefully going to get this back corner finished over this weekend, and then we can obviously start plasterboarding, but I need to strip out the roof and sort the electrics as well. Work in progress, get done when it gets done, but hopefully sooner rather than later. Little bit of an update. It's taking forever, this is. So what we're doing is we're insulating the ceilings. We've insulated the walls. Shouldn't be too much longer, and got about half of the ceiling done. It's 100mm Kingspan, and once all that's done, we'll get it all plasterboarded out. And I've just got, the difficult bit is there's just so much stuff in here I'm trying to sort of work around, loads of stock, etc. I've got an AC unit that's also a dehumidifier and a heater, air source heat pump as well, but hopefully we should have this sort of knocked out in the next few weeks, and once we've got that done, I'll update you guys. Hi everybody, I know it's been a while since we've done an update. shrimp room's coming along slowly. We've finally got all the ceiling insulated, so all the insulation's completely finished. The only things we've got left to do, as you can probably see up there, some of those gaps I'm going to fill with expanding foam, and we'll just go around and sort of tighten up any little gaps with expanding foam. Once that's done, we'll plasterboard. So the idea is that we're going to plasterboard into these, and plasterboard will literally just sit bit above those. So we're going to tack these in. Then the beams will be painted so it's sort of recessed. We do need to move stuff around. We've got, as you can probably see, a lot of sort of stock in here, and the idea is that this isn't their sort of final resting place. Just to show, we've got the new Quadrop products in. So we've got the cube pour there. We've also got the tester boxes, so 6x10 foods that are I think there's green algae, krill, vital white, vital, breed and green mussel in those at the moment. We've also got the new shrimp bacter in, and we did have malt in. We've only got it in the 10 grams, so that's the new food from Quadrop called malt. We did have some 30-gram tubs in, but they've completely sold out, so that's the malt. We've only got the 10 gram of that in at the moment. Likewise, we've also got some of the new Sulawesi minerals, so we've pretty much sold out of those. So those come in sort of to the GH and the KH. And just sort of as a bit of an update, again, this is sort of really messy, but the idea is that all of this stuff will be cleared, and that will sort of, I want to create a half space in here, so I can sort of work on half the room and then sort of do the other half of the room and put things in their final places. We have sort of tested, and I know this will sort of improve, but we've tested our air source heat pump, which also doubles up as a AC unit for the summer, and we're sort of hovering. I don't know if you guys can see that, so we're sort of maintaining 20 to 21 degrees, and that'll obviously improve once we've got the plasterboard in and stuff. But the plan will be that we'll plasterboard it, then it will get painted in a section of the room. Once that section's done, we'll move into that section, so we're going to have to plan it so it's the pieces that we need to move in, then we can move on to that section, etc. And then once that's done, as you can probably see, these were the original garage electrics, and at the moment I've just got the lighting sort of wired in. But the plan is that what we'll do is we'll put a consumer unit in here, fuse board, and what we want to do is run all the electrics through trunking. It's not called trunking, it's called conduit, so circular tubing. So all the electrics will be external. I can edit and adjust those as and when we need to, and then we'll have sort of sockets and stuff floating around. Plans changed a little bit from what I originally decided, and I think what I'm going to do is, this is still going to be a worktop. Above there we'll have pegboard, so stuff that can hang on walls, you know, stock will hang on the walls, and then that will extend to here. But here I'm going to have a small circular sink, and that's going to be why sort of plumbed in. I'll get the plumber to sort of put a feed into that. So that originally the sink was planned to go down in that bottom corner, but we've sort of changed the plans. I think the sink is probably best there. I'll probably move this air source heat pump to be in the center of the room somewhere, and then what that does, that frees up the space for us to then have racking all the way down here for stock. The tanks will still go there, so they'll go along that wall, and then I'm going to have a 900 coming out. This side of the 900, I'm going to have a 900 rack for products, and I'll put backs on those so they don't interfere with each other. And then this wall here will have a 1200 for product storage as well. So I hope you found this useful. We will sort of get to it as we get to it, sort of doing bits and bits and bits at a time. I think it will move pretty quick from here on in. So I think that would, you know, this should move quick. It just depends on me and how quick I can get stuff done. But shouldn't take too much longer, and I'll give you an update. I've also bought, and if you can see that down there, a dehumidifier. Runs to drain, that does. It isn't on at the moment, we don't need it on. humidity is pretty good, but once we've got the tanks in here, there'll be humidity, so that will sort of run permanently. And I believe that my heating costs me around £2 a day to run. My heating and my dehumidifier, I think, cost me around £2 a day to run, so not too expensive, and at least that way we don't have to heat the tanks. So I hope you've found this informative. Keep an eye on the next videos. I'll try and do another one that's not so long. So stock, we've just got loads at the moment. It's in boxes, but as you can see, I've got filters, I've got shrimp tubes, we've got air pumps, we've got heaters, we've got internal filters, we've got a couple of tanks in here, but I don't like shipping those. Absolutely piles and piles of product, shrimp lollies, medication for fish, fish foods, shrimp foods, and we'll just keep expanding that range. We've still sort of got all our packing materials up here, but those will be out the way and hidden, so it will give me a bit more space on top of these shelves for additional stock. If you've enjoyed this, have a look at the other videos that we've done on sort of the build, and you'll see where we've got up to at this point, and hopefully we'll get more done soon. Once we've got those done, we'll be doing sort of setup of tank videos and stuff. Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. So as you can probably see, we're in a lot of a mess in here. A bit of a quick update. So ceilings are finally in. Excuse the wiring, it is temporary. We've got all the ceilings in, so what we've done is we've sort of cut the board to size, pushed that up with wooden battens. They do need sort of knocking back a bit with a plane. I might cap them, I'm not sure yet. So massive shout out to Daniel Simniak from Royal Shrimps, because he came down and helped me do the plasterboarding. So ceiling I did myself. We've boarded this. We've literally just skimmed the joints. Took me a while sanding those down and made a bit of a mistake down here, but that's been corrected. So this side of the room's done. Give you a sneak preview because I am in the process of painting. So the ceilings will be white. I'm going to do the walls all in this blue colour. It's called First Dawn. Just so I've got a blue background on the tank side of things, but quite like the colour as well. Once we've got this side done and painted, then the idea is to sort of move all of the racks over to this side, sheet them up again, and plasterboard the other side. So coming together, hopefully it will get done pretty quick soon. Then we've got to put the electrics in, so those will sort of run on conduit, and as we mentioned before, but shouldn't be much longer now. If you've enjoyed this, apologies for that bit. I'll try and cut that. I had a phone call come in at the same time that I was video calling, and a message pops up. So if you've enjoyed this or any of the others, please think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel, because there's loads of content to come. Once we get racks in with tanks, we're going to do all the cycling. I'll do a bit of scaping videos as well, so we'll just set all that up on a tripod and we'll put those together. Hopefully those videos will be a bit longer than these short update ones, but we're getting there. As you can see, it's sort of coming on. Floor's been painted, but that obviously needs cleaning and probably recoating before we move everything over. But thanks for watching again, and I'll give you one last look at the colour as I'm sort of just putting the edges in. Thanks guys, bye bye. So out of breath a little bit here, but fast forward a few hours and the first coat of paint is in. So it will dry a darker blue. Still haven't painted the ceilings, but it's only first coat. So apologies for the heavy breathing. Bit out of breath here, mad painting. Short update, I'll add to this a bit later. But we're pretty much painted. Got a bit of ceiling left to do. Start on the electric shortly. Back wall's white, rest of it's blue. Need to trim those edges. Does need another coat, this does. I'll get another coat on. I'll do a bit more work and I'll give you an update. Fast forward a few hours from earlier, and this is still drying, but we've put 2 coats on there. We are going to surround that window and put a new windowsill over the top. But the painting's pretty much done. Still got little bits to do, so I've got to do some stuff. I'm going to cap these with a plastic capping. I've sourced what I need to do for it. The 2 coats of paint have been done. Still need to do the door, sorry. Still need to put skirting board in, which I will. Probably do that tomorrow. The capping for these windows will be the same as this here, so it will just finish that off nicely. Ventilation then, so the AC unit slash heat pump, that's going to have some ducting, some flat channel ducting across here, so we can sort of get that out roughly there and move it around where we need to. I've done a little bit, so some of the electrics are in but not all of them, so that now there's no loads of wires hanging and stuff. I've got some sockets in, need to just tidy up that trunking, but we're getting there. So hopefully tomorrow I should have the plumber coming in. So the plumber, I've got to paint the door, but the plumber's going to come in and drop me a water feed in round here somewhere, so that's and drainage, and then we can get all our cabinets and worktops and stuff and get cracking with that. But bit of a plan. So skirting's down there, but the plumber's going to take that spare board as well. So the plan's going to be to sort of clear this corner, paint the door, get all that completely finished, ceilings painted, floor painted again, another coat on the floor, and then the idea is that we're going to sort of empty and get rid of stuff on that rack. That rack will move, empty the rack that we moved it onto that one, put another 900 there. I was going to put 2 900s, but I think I'm going to change it slightly and have a longer worktop with an open area and put buckets and stuff like that under. So this should be a 900 and a 1200, which will come to roughly about here. So it pretty much covers that wall. And then it is literally just a case of electrics up in that area. I'm going to have 4 double sockets there on a ring main, looped back into the wiring. We'll spur off for some ceiling lights, like this one here. But so as you can see, we've tidied all that wiring up, but this is temporary still, so I need to run cabling around and stuff. But I reckon about another week and we should be relatively sort of close to finishing. My new tank rack, my 1200, is due to be delivered on the 28th of April. So as soon as that's here, I'll get a couple of tanks cycling, and I'm probably going to just move some stuff in anyway. And hopefully by sort of mid-May, we'll be completely finished and we'll have tank cycling ready to put stock on. So at the moment I've got a dehumidifier in here, so that's collecting at the moment, but obviously we've had wet plaster and wet paint and stuff, so yeah, getting there. It's the garage that we've converted into shrimp room, so the front of this still needs doing. A quick update. So we've got all the painting done, got the skirting and a little bit of trimming left to do, bit of caulking around the edges. All of the beams are now capped, so they look a lot tidier. I've got some conduit in, connected my lighting up, just needs tidying up. I have decided to put a third light there, hence that box. Window framed, so I still need to put a windowsill on that, a cap board. Got trunking that's going to run along here, and my outlet for the AC unit will be here on a flexi pipe. Not a massive amount left to do. Obviously the electrics are done, still need to run cable this side, because the plan is that we'll have a row of plugs up here, but pretty much everything's painted now. So the next step is I've got a bit of caulking to do, and then we're going to clean the floors and give them a final coat. They are just concrete, so we're not putting anything on those. We're going to leave those and give them a nice fresh coat of grey paint, grey floor paint. So after that, then the next steps, and this will happen this week, is once this floor's painted, all this stuff's going to get moved over so we can do that side. But we've changed plans a little bit. So from here, that's going to be a worktop and a unit, an open space there under the worktops here and another unit, and an open space here. I'll probably cover with a curtain of some description the gaps, but the plan will be that I can sit in that corner with my laptop and do what I need to do on the website, and then here's going to be the AC unit. That thing will sit under here and we'll run that trunking all the way across, or that ducting should I say, we'll run all the way across to here, so we can sort of flip and move that. I'll get an extendable pipe on that so we can get that sorted, and then sort of final plan will be, this will be all racking, this will be tanks, and there'll be a rack coming out from here sort of level with this rack, which again will be with stock, and we'll have that rack there but moved back a little bit to the door to the house, and then I just need to paint sort of in between there and the doors. But massive improvement really coming on. So I can't wait to get the rest of the electrics in, but I can't do that until I've got the floor painted. It takes about a day to dry. So I think the plan is, it's now Sunday. If I can get this painted tonight, then we can have a day off tomorrow. And then sort of long term, what I'll do is we'll get the worktops and the cabinets in. So I'll get them delivered Wednesday and built up, but not plumbed in properly, because the plumber's going to come sort of later on in the week. And then hopefully we'll be finished, and we've got a rack coming, a 1200 rack coming on the 28th of the month. So that will sort of go over this side where that is, and then I have a 900 and another 900 coming off that. So once that's in, we'll start videoing, doing all the setups of the tanks and stuff. And I think long term the plan is, the reason I've left this space so open, we're going to have a sink under the window as well, is because I want to do sort of videos of unboxings and reviews and stuff as well. When we get new shrimp in, we'll unbox those and video those and sort of show you guys acclimating and getting all that stuff on. Anyway, bit of an update, massive improvement. We've got plugs and stuff in as well. So until next time, which should be the completion, I think. Take care guys, thanks for watching, bye bye. As you can see, we're not finished yet. We're getting there. So just moving some stuff around, still got stock everywhere. Loads of stock in, air pumps, filters, carbons, materials, various substrates, SL Aqua, Akadama, Aqua Help soil, a little bit of master soil, Aquasolum, shrimp foods galore, fish foods galore, treatments galore, Stability Prime, Vogel, test kits, various bits of things like skimmers, all my minerals. We've got some decoration, shrimp tubes, lava rock, various botanicals, bits of bogwood, the teddy bear Chala's mine, so it's not for sale. Dragonstone, loads of SL Aqua stuff, SL Aqua soils, minerals, rocks, more dark, various things, skimmers, loads of other stuff, GB merch. I've moved a rack out of here, so at the moment there's sort of packing materials and various other stuff on there. I am planning to have these hangers everywhere, so I'll have another one there, another one there. I'm not sure if I'll have one there, but I'll probably have one by the door. Change this, so we originally was going to have a 1200 rack and a 900 rack. That's changed because of size. I've got one of my racks built, so that's a 1200. Next that'll be a 900, and then we'll have a 900 coming off that. I did go and collect this rack in yesterday, Custom Alley. Not sure if I'm going to use it yet, but I might do, along with all these lowboy tanks that are just currently stored, just need cleaning out. I need to adapt them a little bit, because at the moment they've got bottom drains in, and I don't really want to use the bottom drains. So what I'll do is I'll take those out and silicon in a piece of glass, and then I'll sort of get all these up and running. I'll probably put them on my 900 racks, because they fit lovely on the 900 racks, and it sort of gives me a bit more space below for storage. I may end up using the rack that they came on, not 100% certain yet. If that would look really nice in the house, to be honest, if I cleaned it up with those. So I may still yet put those in the house, haven't decided. I've got loads of MDF boards. If anyone wants any for free, come and pick them up. They were the shelves for this rack. but I've been and bought some 18mm moisture resistant ply and coated that with waterproof paint. Rack is quite tall, but I have put the top on because I want some sort of lighting in there, and I'll need something to fix the lighting to. So just a quick update, not massive at the moment. I will hopefully this week start to put some tanks in, or at least set one tank up cycling, so I can start moving stuff. Not sure what I'm going to move yet. It's probably going to be my Galaxies, because if I can get that moved and move the tank there in, that frees up a lot of space on that tank. I may move some of the smaller tanks in and not reset them, just move them in, because I can sort of drain those. The 25 litres, they'll probably go up here. I can pretty much sort of drain those into buckets, 90% carry those in, set them up. I do need to put my air line, my air tube and my air feeds in before I can do that, and I don't really want to set anything up until I've put all my RO system in, where I can auto top up everything at once on a per rack basis. But we are getting there. Botanicals down there, more substrates down here. There's boxes of stuff, but a lot of those boxes will end up on the pegboards on the wall, like so. So that one's got air stones. There'll be one with nets and all sorts on. So I've put a little type of one up here, but I can't find the right fittings for it. If I can find the fittings, the correct fittings for that board, I may keep that. But I do like these ones that these here. I do like these ones that I've bought, but they're quite expensive. I bought some off a dodgy website and ended up having to give PayPal a call to get my money back. I think I paid £60 for the two off Amazon, and at the moment they're anywhere between 130 and £180 for two. So I'll keep an eye on. They are really good. I really like them, but I'll keep an eye on those, and if I get a chance, I'll snaffle a few of them up. I think I could do with 4 more. 4 more should do me. And I've also purchased some hangers that will go on the corners of these racks. You know, like the multi-packs of peanuts and stuff that you get on strips in the supermarket, those types of things. So just trying to maximise every bit of space I can, to be honest. Even sort of that bit by the door, you know, drop a hanger in there, hang stuff down there, so I can just utilise every single bit of space. Likewise, either side of that conduit, you know, if I can drop a couple of hangers of packs of food, that just frees up space for me, and I can put more stock in for you guys. So I hope you found this useful. It is a quick update. It's not as long as they have been, but we're not finished yet. I was hoping this would be the final one, but we're very, 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 very close. I know you hear me say that every time, but if you've enjoyed this and anything that we do, to be honest, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, because it helps. New shrimp food in as well, by the way. So we've got Vitalis shrimp foods, we've got loads of baby foods and additives and stuff, but I'll just quickly go through the foods we do. So Shrimps Forever, the full range pretty much. Qual Drop, the full range. I do have SL Aqua foods, but they're in packets and I haven't hung them yet. So I do the SL Aqua shrimp foods, and obviously we do all our own stuff as well. From a minerals perspective, we do SL Aqua, Qual Drop, some salty shrimp, Shrimps Forever, GH, KH Plus for the Neo Keepers, and we also do the Shrimp Nature foods, so pretty much a full range of those, not quite, but pretty much. And I've also got Vin Blizzard foods and various other bits scattered around. Just a quick update again, as I say, but thanks for watching. Bye. Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel for what will be the final installment of the Building a Shrimp Room series. We're 99% of the way done, got a few little touch-ups to do, and obviously I'll update progress sort of as we go on those in amongst other videos, but for sake of building the shrimp room, the room's complete. A couple of bits outstanding, I'll update you on those as we go through with other videos. I wanted to start this video off slightly differently with just saying a few thanks to a few people. So firstly, I'd like to thank Reese, my son's friend, who's an apprentice electrician, who did the second fix of the electrics for me. I put all the first fix in, and he sort of finished those off and made sure those were sorted. Secondly, Lewis from Biddle's Plumbing and Heating, who I managed to drag out on a Sunday to do some work for me, and he'll still come back and finish off all the plumbing work for the sink and the drainage and stuff, so that's still outstanding. And then finally, I'd like to thank Ronnie and Rob for their, not only their continued support, but for actually helping me to set this business up in the first place. So the idea came about when we were just chatting on a group. Three of us are obviously friends, and we were discussing what you'd name a business or a shop if you started one. My initials are GB. My son's name is Ben, Glenn and Ben, so GB again. And then obviously B as in BEE for B Shrimp, and the name came about. I sort of looked into it. We registered the company. The plan was for me to sort of teach my son business, accountancy, and everything else that sort of goes with that. I'm an IT consultant by trade. I set the website up, never put it live, just had a bit of a play, managed to get a WooCommerce site up, and the rest history really. So we set the business up in August 2018. I think we went live in September 2018, and we've sort of grown quite a bit. Our stock's grown, our product range has grown, and our offerings grown. I'm a hobbyist, so I keep shrimp. It's a passion, and turning that passion into something you love doing and a business is probably everybody's dream. Haven't had a lot of space to work with, i.e. the garage. This is the garage at the front of the house, but I think we've managed to do a really good job. I would have done this a lot quicker. I needed the help from people. I've got a back injury, which has really slowed me down, and I've not really been able to do much of the stuff myself. It's been done by other people. I did miss somebody out actually, so Daniel Siemniak, another fantastic shrimp breeder and keeper, came down from Manchester. We're in the Midlands, by the way, if anyone wasn't aware of that, but came down from Manchester, helped me put the last few plasterboards up, and this guy can plasterboard fast, and he's very accurate. His cutting's brilliant, and they go up quick. So big shout out to Daniel as well. So without that sort of with that bit out the way, I'll sort of go over the room with you guys. I'll go over how much we've done, what we've got left to do, and sort of just talk about plans for the future, I suppose. But for now, that's sort of my intro. Hope I haven't bored you too much, and we'll get straight into the next part of the video. So part 2 of the video is just going to be a quick walk around. You've seen most of this from previous ones, so products all here. I've got a dehumidifier. We've started to put stuff on the walls, and I love these little shrimp stick holders that we do. We sell separately, but we do them as offers with shrimp sticks. Yes, the door is finally painted, so Rob gets triggered by the door not being painted. Excuse me. So he'll be quite pleased that the door's painted. There are a few little touch-ups that still need doing. If any of you watched the last video where we had sort of really noisy air pump, I've sort of sorted that temporarily. I may still put that up on the top rack, but if you want to watch that setup video of the first tank, I'll put a card up in the top corner, and you can go and have a look at that. So we've the long-term plan is we're going to have 4 or 5 smaller tanks on here for selecting and breeding projects. We'll have 3 or 4, if I can get them in, I think I will, of these 45 litres. Same on the bottom shelf, and then the small shelf at the bottom, we've got drawers that will fit into there. That was measured specifically. Next to that, so excuse the mess that we've got here at the moment. So next to that, we're going to have another 900 rack, and as I've already mentioned, another 900 coming off there. I am probably going to use the rapid racking and not that aluminium racking, but I haven't made my mind up yet. So just briefly, this little old chair that sort of sat in the room, I had 4 of those and a table, old G-plan ones. They were my dad's when my dad passed and we stripped the house. And I think I've decided to sort of just let that hang around the room, because then I've always sort of got dad with me. It's a battered old chair, you know, but sentiment and all that. I've ordered all the fittings, but I do have a few. So the idea of these fittings are that we're going to run RO tubing on each rack that goes to every single tank with a tap system behind like that. And what we'll do is when we do water changes, we'll take out the required amount from each tank based on what we think we need to take out of each tank on TDS and stuff. And then what we'll do is we'll mix a large container, drop it onto the outlet pipe and fill them all up at once. I want to do that on a per rack basis. Moving on then, so we've got air conditioning heat source pump there. Still need to connect the hose on that, but it's all ready to go. There's a few bits still lying around in here, so there's some copper pipe because we haven't yet put the water feed in. Likewise the drainage, the guy was waiting for me to give him the nod. This is a leftover piece of timber from the timber we use to create these sort of super strong shelves. And I've got an uncle, he's almost, well, he's a best friend really, and he's a retired carpenter, getting on a bit, but every bit of spare timber he likes to have, so I'll get that over to him as soon as possible. It's just time really. And then sort of moving down the room, we've obviously got sort of racks of stuff trying to maximise wall space. We've got these hangers where, you know, like the packets of peanuts type thing, and then we've put some posters up just to sort of prettify the room, I suppose. We've got our worktop and our sink and our drawers and stuff in. That's changed a little bit because I did want an L there, but there just wasn't enough space, or we thought it's better without loads of sort of space being took up by that. Got my little workstation in the corner. Still need to do a few bits. I want to get a blind for the window. It needs cleaning, it needs siliconing, as does the windowsill, as does the little backsplash that we put in. And then what we've fitted is we've fitted loads of pegboards and hangers up here. So we've absolutely just got stacks and stacks of products, and probably more to go on. I've got my little speaker there connected to the PC, my little soundbar, so I can listen to some tunes while I'm working. And then we've got our thermal label printer. And then over here, we've again behind the door, so we've put some posters on the door. We've got hangers there for stuff, so stuff that uses up a lot of room. Love these nets. So these are SL Aqua SN360s. You can get a wooden handle or a hook, a looped handle, made of carbon fibre, perfectly balanced. The net stays stiff. Game changer for catching shrimp. And then most of this stuff, not all though, most of this stuff is sort of packing materials. I've got a few bits and pieces hanging around, so I've got some botanicals there. I've got buckets and stuff that I haven't moved out yet, a row of tools that need moving out, newspaper for packing, additional substrates. I've got some, I'll put these up on the website actually, some cheap double sponges with no cases. And I've got a few of these Ledy 40s, small 25 litre sort of starter tanks, ideal for a Neo starter colony if somebody's starting Neos. Likewise, we've put all like the Epiderma and stuff around, and this stuff does need a clean. I've got filters, I've got heaters on here, but I will have a tidy up and a bit of a clear out on here. And sort of all here's my packing materials. You know, I did mention I've got boxes, I've got envelopes, I've got letter boxes. We've got some the larger boxes there are Matten filters, and then obviously my poly boxes for packing shrimp and stuff like the glassware really needs to go, and then on the bottom shelves and elsewhere, so I've got some up on the top shelves. What we've done is we've separated all our botanicals, and I've sort of labelled those as well. So that's sort of a tour of the shrimp room. I'll go through what really needs to be done. So a few little touch-ups on paint. I've got a few spots of paint on the floor. I was painting the door, but another coat of that won't hurt. It does take sort of 36 hours for that to dry, that paint, or 24 to 36 hours, and it stinks, you know. So I need to get that done. I've got my big pump down the bottom, a CH0, and I can get these to order if people want. So it's got a big max head height on it, and what I'll do is I'll have little connectors on the bottom of these fill lines that we spoke about. Drop the pump into a bucket, hit the switch, boom, away we go. New products in then, so we've got this SL Aqua Bing Sow, I believe that's called, and that's a fertiliser specially for plants in shrimp tanks. I've got a couple of those in just to try. I believe one of my friends has ordered one, and I'll get that sort of tested. So from from a building the shrimp room perspective, we're done really. There are a few, as I say, there are a few sort of little snaggy bits. So, you know, I mentioned that we need to silicone around that window. I want to give that a clean. I might put, well, I will put a blind up there as well, just to sort of shield it from the sun, and the window definitely needs cleaning from the outside. A few spots on the floor that need doing. I'll go through and do a few little touch-ups, and I'll get the cork gun out and do everything I need to do with that. So finally, I did want my son, the future of GB Shrimp, really to sort of come on camera. I don't know if he will, but if we can get him on, we'll say hi to Ben, and hopefully, you know, at some point I'll retire, and Ben will hopefully take the reins. Let's hope so. I've got plenty of years left in me yet. So let's see if we can get Ben to make an appearance. So it looks like Ben didn't want to come on camera, so we'll have to wrap this video up. I'm going to wrap it up with just a quick shout out to somebody. Haven't met him, don't know this person in person, but what I'd like to do is just talk about a guy called Chris Lookout. So Chris's photography is absolutely amazing. The posters that you saw earlier in the video were available to buy for download, and then I sent those off to get them printed for personal use. Wouldn't mind selling them, but I haven't got permission to do that from Chris, so obviously I won't sell those, but I just want to sort of quickly talk about those. And his website, I believe, is garnelio.de. I'll put a link in that in the description, and I'll just quickly sort of show you some of the posters. So these were the ones that I downloaded. You can see some on the door there. I'll just flip the, and there's a couple here as well. So that, I'm not sure if these are still available. So there's various pictures of sort of blue and black. Does say that Chris Lookout on the bottom. Some wild types. There's my favourite, which is here, which is the grading of red crystals. So crystal red grading one. I really like that one. The other one there is a black, blue and white. Got a couple of different wild types, and then we've got some Shrimp Meister ones. So these are sort of competitions. You know, some of the French and German shrimp keepers, and some of the shrimp that they keep. So just a quick sort of finale to the video, I suppose. But thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the series. We will keep you guys updated as we sort of do little bits and pieces. I'm hoping to get some tanks in today. Just move some of the smaller tanks so I can sort of start making headway and getting some of the tanks out of the house. But if you'd like to support the channel, there is a donate button on the channel. I'll put a link in the description as well, and that's really appreciated if you do. Helps me to grow, get equipment and stuff to sort of continue with the channel. If you want to support us by purchasing, as you know, we've got sort of stacks and stacks and stacks of shrimp and scaping products actually. So I really like this Aqua Vitro scaping tools, absolutely sort of top notch. Just visit gbshrimp.co.uk, give it a search, have a look through the menus, and you can obviously purchase on there, and that supports us as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Look forward to the next videos where we're going to be setting up more tanks. And if you guys are interested or want any reviews on any particular products that we stock or sell, please feel free to leave those in your comments. Your comments do get read. They do help grow the channel as well, and we'll sort of be led by you guys. So anything you want to see, anything you want to see a video on, stuff like that, then please feel free to comment. So until next time, thanks everybody again for watching, and I'll speak soon.